what we are talking about is Facebook. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm sorry. So what we're talking about is we're going to stop doing favors for people that we don't want to do for people. Right? Facebook, give me a hands up or something. Let me know you can hear me. We are going to really be intentional. So let me tell you what I do. When people start asking me questions, guess what I do? I say, well, let me check to see if I can do that. What I used to do before, Cheryl, what I used to do before, Pam, I used to say yes to everything. Because I wanted everybody to say I was reliable, dependable. And then I realized it wasn't about the person. It was about me. Awesome. Pam said she can hear it now. Thank you, sis. You're amazing. She's on both. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So I always wanted to be the person for everybody to say, oh, she did a great job. She did that. But then guess what I realized? Thanks, Cheryl. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I realized that I wasn't doing it for the other person. So I really want you guys to like look deep and do a deep search within and say, do I go the extra mile for so many people when I'm tired, when I don't have the money, when I don't have the resources, when I don't have the energy, when I don't even know how to do it? Like, I got to figure it out. Like my sister Pam, she could do anything. She resourceful. She will figure it out. Some things is like IT, technology. This is like Chinese to me, right? But guess what, guys? You can honor yourself. And the beautiful thing is those of us who have children, or we have our nieces and nephews around us, our godchildren, our grandchildren, those of us who have people like that around us, they're watching us. And they see how we respond to stuff. You know they see it when you hang up the phone, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go over there. Oh my Lord, she need me to make another cake. Oh man, I got to show up to church early. I got to get the keys. I should have never accepted the keys. You know they hear you, right? You know they see you, right? You're not walking in your truth. You're not being genuine. You're not being genuine to yourself. You're not being genuine to those around you. So you think by lying to the people who are pulling on you for too much that you don't want to show up. You think by lying and not walking in your truth is a good thing. But then everybody else around you, they see the anger. They see, hey mom, I hope you can hear. They also see the challenges, the problems. They see you complaining. They see you smiling on the phone and then talking about them behind their back. They see when they come in the house and they're like, hey girl, and then when they leave, oh God, she's gone. They see it. So that's why I told you, I want to be proud of myself. I used to have a desire that I wanted my husband, I wanted my mom, I wanted my family. I don't want that anymore. I want to be proud of myself. I want to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, I was truthful. I told him no, I couldn't do it. I didn't want to go. I didn't have the resource. I couldn't do it. And I feel good in myself that I was truthful rather than I lied. My energy was all off. Thanks, Mom. She can hear. That's great. And then at the end of the day, I'm mad at myself because now I got to bake a cake. Now I got to drive to Baltimore. Now I got to show up as my not honest self. I'm dishonest at this point. So it may not seem like a lot to you, but for me, I need to be proud of me every day. You know, in the beginning of Healing 101, and me and my mom was talking about it, she takes great notes. I said, you have to ask yourself the question, did you do your day or did your day do you? I don't know about you. I'm tired of my day doing me. I'm tired of me not being able to get a good night's rest. I'm tired of me not being able to look at myself in the mirror and be proud of myself. Say, girl, you lied again. Girl, you know you don't want to do that. Girl, you know you're frustrated about that. And then now, biochemically, I'm destroying my body. You know we cut 10 years off of our life when we lie, when we're dishonest. Our heart knows it. Our lungs, our liver, our colon, our intestines, our white blood cells, our red blood cells, they all become liars. They all become deceitful. So without, so within. Our heart don't even beat with integrity. Like, it's bad. Our digestion start being off. Like, we dishonest over here. We're not working right. We can't even digest this food right. Our esophagus not working right. We so dehydrated. We need water. We don't even know. Stop lying. Stop doing what you don't want to do. Mentally strong people walk in their truth. And this may not seem like important to you, but like I said, you're cutting years off of your life. Look it up. Do the medical research. When you lie and when you lack genuineness, when you're dishonest, you're hurting yourself. because your body is cringing inside. You know how you feel when you did something wrong, you feel nervous, or how you feel when something bad is about to happen. That's what your body is experiencing. And your body don't even know that you're not in full-blown trauma, but that's how your body is processing it. Because when you are dishonest, that you may have masked your face to where people don't know, but you know, your body knows. So, add 10 more years to your life and be honest to yourself. And at the end of the day, you're going to feel better when you take your bath that you didn't lie, that you didn't talk about nobody behind their back, you didn't complain, you weren't being negative, you hang up the phone, dang, she always need money for rent, she need to figure out her life. Everybody hear you. And then now you're a gossiper, now you're a complainer, now you're talking about people behind their back. You know you don't want people treating you that way. If we really want to know how to show up in the world, let's show up as the way we want other people to treat us. I don't want nobody hanging up the phone and be like, oh my God, Dr. J get on my nerves. She need to get it together. No, I don't want you to have that conversation. When you leave my presence, I want you to say, wow, Dr. J, she really impacted my life. That's what I want. That's big and major to me. So mentally strong people, guess what? We ain't going to keep accepting favors that we don't want to do, that we don't have the money for, that we don't have the time for, that we don't have the energy for. And then the people who are asking us, you got to think about it. Are they being mindful of us? Maybe they don't want to spend their gas money. They want you to spend yours so they could save theirs. Maybe they telling you, can you be the designated driver? They ain't going to get drunk. They just don't want to spend their gas money. They want you to pick them up. So people will put you in compromising situations to benefit themselves. So again, we don't have to say yes to everything. So let's talk about the next one. You change your behavior based upon, oh, this is a good one, what you think other people think. You change your behavior. So if it's popular and something is trending, you're going to change your behavior to reflect that. Everybody's going to be talking about something. I'm going to act like I'm in agreement with it, even though I'm not. I'm going to change my behavior. I'm going to laugh at vulgar jokes. I'm going to change my behavior. I'm going to act like, you just being really, 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 really just off the chain is okay. Because why? I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to be confrontational. But for me, that means you're living in fear. You're afraid of what people think. So you're not going to show up as your true self. Now, for me, either you like me or you don't. Some people think I'm weird. Some people think I'm strange. Some people think I'm quirky. Some people be like, you're really OCD. Why are you picking up that trash? And see, my dad, he's in a nursing home. And unfortunately, he can't walk anymore. And he's in the late stages of dementia. But when my dad was able to walk, he would literally, with dementia, walking down the hallway, pick up trash. Hey, my sister Lee is in the house. So my dad would pick up trash. Like I said, that's where I got it from. I was like, that's where I got it from. I can't walk past trash. Like something's wrong with me. I got to pick it up, throw it away, wash my hands, get a napkin, pick it up. Like I can't step over it. It's like something won't allow me to do it. And then when I saw my dad in late dementia without all his full faculties picking up trash, I was like, that's where I got it from. I'm quirky like that. So if you think that's weird and you judge me and you talk about me because I can't walk past trash, then I ain't for you. But I'm not going to leave the trash. I'm like, she going to think I'm weird. I ain't going to pick it up. I'm going to sacrifice myself and I'm going to regulate myself because, I think my auntie going to say I'm strange because I like it clean. No, I'm going to keep it clean because that's how I like it, right? That's what I'm going to do. So if the people around me think I'm quirky, think I'm strange, think I'm weird, so be it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be mentally strong for myself. At the end of the day, I'm going to honor myself. I'm going to honor everything about me, my weirdness, my uniqueness, how special I am. I'm just going to honor it because all the years I've tried to suppress it, I'm still that girl. I'm still loud. I'm still dramatic. I'm still saying get excited. That's just who I am. And every time I try to suppress it, she come back around. So wouldn't it be wonderful if we could stop pleasing everybody and just be ourselves? Do you know how freeing it is to just be your wacky self, to be your weird self, to be your different self, and everybody who loves you sticks around and everybody who doesn't goes? Like, I think that's amazing. Like, put a 1 in the comments if you agree with me. Put a 2 in the comments if you want to be a chameleon and you want to just change colors everywhere you go. Oh, I'm going to go here because they like natural hair, so I'm going to wear my hair natural. I'm going to wear my African stuff. When I go over there, you know, they're into that Caucasian long slay. Thank you, sis. So I'm going to put on my long weave with the natural blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put on, you know, I'm going to make sure I have on my Gucci, and I'm going to make sure I have on my, y'all know I don't know the stuff, whatever it is. I'm going to make sure, all right, Mom said, yes, I like the truthfulness, people. Come on now. Like, we never know who you are. Like, we don't know if you're this, you're that, because you just keep changing yourself as a chameleon. We don't know the real you. Thank you, Cheryl. Will the real you stand up? Like, who is she? Who is the real you? When you're around a certain family member, you're going to act like you cool with them. And then when you get to the other family member, you're going to act like you cool with them. And then it's like, which one is it? Like, which one is it? It's got to be tiring. It's got to be draining to be so many people. To be like, have multiple personalities. To be a chameleon everywhere you go. Won't you practice just being you? Won't you just get up in the morning and say, ma'am, she says, Lee says, maybe I don't know the real me. My sis. Thank you for being honest and transparent. We healing over here. Can I tell you, sis, I didn't know the real me. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I loved. I didn't know what I enjoyed. All I knew is that I was always working to take care of my family. I was always working to support the community. And I didn't even know what I liked. I didn't even know that I have a green thumb, that I have plants now. And I love that. I didn't know I love that. I'm doing an indoor garden. I love vegetables. I didn't know I loved that. I love jump rope. Why? Because one day I wanted to, you know, beef up my exercise routine, and I got my jump rope out and I became addicted to it. I was like, I really like this. I said, this is fun. And some people are like, girl, I see you jumping around. That's too much moving for me, but I love it. I don't know what it is. I love running. That's weird for me. I love jump rope. So yes, you got to get to know the real you. That's why we don't really have no time, sis, like to be pleasing everybody. We don't even know what we like. You know, you and I are around the same age. Thank you for being very transparent with us, because there are many people that go to their death not even knowing who they are. Many people go, they have spent so much of their life trying to keep up with trends, trying to keep up with what's popular, right? They have just said, oh, the church is doing this, so we're in a season of prosperity. Oh, the church is doing this, so my job is doing this. Oh, we're into Black-owned businesses. We only support Black-owned businesses. And then I said everybody was on the wave of Black-owned businesses. I'm a Black-owned business. You want to support one, but support me. But I tell my family and friends I'm a Black-owned business. Ain't no revolution for that, though. You know what I'm saying? Here go Black-owned business right here. You want to support one. And then when they went off talking about the Black-owned businesses, they came back like Cantu, all these Black products owned by a Caucasian. Dark and Lovely, all these Black perm products owned by a Caucasian. African shea butter owned by a Caucasian. So they said they took all of these products and they capitalized upon Black people want to support Black people. So let's put all these Black products out with Black people faces on it, but we still own it. So at the end of the day, you never know what cause you think you're fighting for. So fight for yourself. Fight for the cause of you. That's a great cause. Get to know you. Like, Lee, thanks for saying you don't know yourself, Lee. Thank you. So why don't we spend some time to journal and say, I wonder what flower do I like? You want this man come riding in on a white horse and bring you flowers. Do you even know what kind of flower you like? If he even said, what's your favorite meal? Do you even know? If he says, hey, I'm at a winery. What's your favorite wine? Do you know? Do you know your favorite plant? What's your style? You more traditional? You boho? You real classy? You real professional? You just straight casual? You like to jean it every day? Like, who are you? And see, some of us, we need to really rebrand ourselves. Some of us, she says, I'm almost 60 and I have no idea. Wow. Thank you for stopping by Healing 101. Because I think now is the right time for you to have an idea of who you are. Because I know that we serve our husbands, we serve our children, we serve the church, we serve our jobs, we serve the community. But at the end of the day, we don't serve us. So this weekend will be a good time for us to journal and just get to know ourselves again. Fall in love with ourselves again, or for the first time. Because when I tell you, I didn't know myself, all I knew is to work, taking my family, work, taking my family. And when life hit me so hard that I had to stand still, and when all the dust settled, all the people that I had supported and taken care of and practically killed myself for, they weren't standing there. So I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. This is just my truth. So everybody I'm killing myself for, they won't die for me. It's a hard truth to face. That doesn't mean you change who you are. So this is the thing. We never, ever change the goal. We never change the goal. We just change the plan to get there. We just switch it up. We never, ever change the goal. Ever. Hey, Gwen. So, hey, let me tell you guys. We have to take it seriously that we care too much about what other people think. And the reason why we care too much about what other people think is because we don't know ourselves. Because if we knew ourselves, we'd be like, wow, I need to work on that anger. I need to work on that unforgiveness. I need to work on loving more. I need to work on being a little bit more lighthearted. For me, I had to work on being less serious. I was serious about everything. I was serious about work, about church, about my family. I'm serious. Like, you got to get a degree. Got to go to work. You got to finish this deadline. Like, I was just so serious. I was like, relax a little bit, girl. Like, relax a little bit. And then when I started to know myself, I said, I'm not that serious. I'm goofy. I'm funny. I'm lighthearted. I'm loving. I don't have to be so stringent and structured and serious. Like, that's not fun. I want to be fun loving, right? And so when I started to get to know myself, I just was having a ball. That's why I said living in true bliss, it's a possibility. But I promise you, if you focus on what other people think about you, you will stay in their prison forever. If you focus on comparing yourself to others, let me tell you a secret. What you comparing yourself to is not even the truth. You see people's lives on social media. Oh, this is amazing. I told you, if it's true, you don't have to say it. And if you have to say it, it ain't true. Right? Right now, I'm a teacher, of course. So I'm teaching. This is what I do. But when people got to get on social media and say, hey, everybody, look at my life. This is how it is. I'm on vacation. I got this and I got that. And you can like, I want to go on vacation. I want to get this. I want to get that. I want a new car. I want a new man. I want a new bag. I want it. You don't know how many people got stuff and returned it after they took a picture up with it. And you just comparing yourself to what it's not even real what you compare yourself to. You denying yourself. You doubting yourself. You're not trusting yourself. Off of falsehoods. Off of what is not even true. So stop denying yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Stop comparing yourself. And spend all your time. Come on now. We're going to get to know ourselves. Man, get a list. What is your favorite drink? What is your favorite food? What is your style of dress? And matter of fact, if you don't like it, go ahead and reinvent yourself. Y'all better get excited. That should be a challenge this weekend. The reinvention challenge. Now, Pam, this is what we're going to do. Okay, you excited, sis. We're going to reinvent ourselves. We don't know who we are anyway. So who we want to be? We want to be classy. We want to be full of grace. I want to be a woman that crosses my legs at the ankles. Like, my husband be like, dang, girl, you showing all your stuff. I'm like, dang, let me hold my legs. Like, I shouldn't tell y'all that, but it's true. So I want to be like dainty, graceful. I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to cross my legs at my ankles, and I'm going to act like I'm real cute and dainty and graceful. I'm not really, right? And I'm going to be this amazing lady who is professional and dainty and graceful and full of class. And I'm the queen, baby. I'm the queen. Like, I told you I'm goofy. I laugh at myself. So let us reinvent ourselves this week. And we don't know who we are anyway. I was like, after I had them kids, I had 5 freaking C-sections. And they don't cut me all up. Them kids ain't think about me. I don't have them kids. I don't sacrifice my life for them. Okay, where do we start? You know where we start? We start with journaling. We start with our self-love. And let's ask ourselves some questions. And you're giving me some ideas so we can do next week. Let's do a checklist so that we can check in with ourselves. Do we feel like we're enough? I used to didn't feel like I was enough. I do now. And I feel like I'm too much now. I'm extra. But do we feel like we're enough? And if we don't, we need to explore that. Do we feel love in our life? If we don't, we need to explore that and give that to ourselves. Do we feel joy in our life? Let's do a checklist. I don't. Do we feel love? I don't. Do I feel like I'm a priority to myself? Do I have self-care rituals every day? Do I have a morning ritual? Do I have a nighttime ritual? If we're answering no to all of these questions, sis, we need to do something different. We need to start journaling. We need to tap within and go back to our true soul, our true first love, which was us. Before them babies came, it was us. Before the husband came, it was us. Before the job, the role, the education, it was us. I'm sorry you flunking. I flunked too before I started. Before I started Healing 101, I failed miserably. My husband used to ask me, well, what do you like? I'm like, I don't know. He said, what you mean you don't know? He'd be like, well, I'm going here. You want me to get you something? I'm saying, nah, I'm good. And then he come on, I'm like, can I have it? He said, I already asked you. You said you didn't want it. But I didn't know you was getting this. I think I like this. Can I have it? He's like, oh, Lord, girl, what do you want? If you don't know what you want, how am I going to give it to you? I was like, oh, that's a good point. I don't know what I want. So let's discover ourselves. You see why you ain't got no time to be pleasing people? We don't even know who we are. So let's discover ourselves this weekend and let's reinvent ourselves, right? Let's say who we want to be. I told y'all, I want to be the girl that walk real slinky and cross her legs at the feet and look graceful. That's who I want to be. I'm going to reinvent myself. Get excited. So anyway, I love each and every one of you guys. And I always say every day, if you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. So we need to steal away every single day and take 5 minutes to just love on ourselves. Yes, I'm laughing too. We need to take 5 minutes to just love on ourselves, become one with ourselves, and ask ourselves the tough questions. And you know why most of us don't know ourselves? Because we've been through so much trauma. We've been spending our lives every day trying to come out of depression, trying to come out of anxiety. We scratching our heads not wondering why people don't reciprocate the love that we give to them. Like, we scratching our heads like, why you don't love me back? Like, why? I love you. Like, and then we don't spend no time on ourselves. So we spend all of our lives going from crisis to crisis, trouble to trouble, challenge to challenge, problem to problem. Then we become angry. Then we become aggressive. Then we become filled with unforgiveness. And then we wonder why we're walking around like this. Like, stop all that and just figure you out. You're going to be the most easiest, the most easy flowing, the most lighthearted, loving individual that you know when you start loving on yourself, because you treat others the way you feel about you. And that's exciting. Yes. So I'm going to do a 2-minute meditation with you before we go. May God shine his face on you. May God grant you peace, grant you joy, grant you love. May in this lifetime you experience bliss and happiness in this lifetime. Like within the next 90 days. Get excited. We forgive ourselves for believing that we should have done better when we didn't know how. I tried to raise my kids the best way I could. Sorry, not sorry. If I did, I apologize. I tried to be a good daughter. I tried to be a good mother. I tried to be a good wife, a good sister. I'm sure I've fallen short in many ways, but I promise you, I've let myself off the hook. I forgive myself for believing that I should have done better when I didn't know how. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the strategies, so I'm letting myself off the hook. Instead of talking to myself like a woman that I hate, I'm talking to myself like a girl that I love. So we're going to forgive ourselves for believing that we should have done better when we didn't know how. And we are also going to forgive others for doing the same. Everybody that hurt me, everybody that turned their back on me, everybody that stabbed me in the back, I forgive them because they did what they knew how to do at the time, right? But we are open and ready for things to start going our way. We are asking to receive a message in this physical world today that is a reflection of that. We are open and ready to receive that message. And the beautiful thing is that what we want wants us. So if you want healing, it's coming for you. If you want joy, it's coming for you. If you want happiness, which is an inside job, when we tap back into ourselves, it's coming for you. And guess what? It's already done. It's already done. We already have it. It's already ours. So you know what we're going to do, Lee? We're going to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. If I'm looking for joy, I'm going to feel that without any evidence. If I'm looking for peace, I'm going to feel that without any evidence, because I am a manifester and I'm a creator. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl. My sister Lee is in the house. I love each and every one of you that's joined me today. Thank you. I will see you guys next Monday through Friday live at 5. Have an amazing, phenomenal weekend.